What is a strong dollar? It's probably the most misunderstood term in finance. Basically, there's only a couple of groups that really like a strong dollar, mainly bondholders, but there's a lot of people who don't like a strong dollar. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor, it's not good for you. So what is a strong dollar? A strong dollar is a currency that people believe and trust in. It's a currency that people feel safe in. A strong dollar exists with low inflation and with a stable government. The key about the American dollar is that the American dollar is the dollar used mainly in trade. Greater than 70% of the trade in the world is done with the American dollar. So, the beneficiaries of a strong dollar, besides bonds people who own bonds, U.S. consumers get lower prices. If you're traveling internationally, you're going to get a better rate. Plus, the prestige of having your currency being strong means something in the world. If you're a company that does business only in the United States and you don't export, that could be good for you. But the basic way to judge if a dollar is strong or not is over time. It's measured by using the USDX, which is the United States Dollar Exchange. And what that is that's a basket of goods that are made up of various currencies throughout the world. The euro, the yen, the pound, the Swedish krona, and the French franc make up the dollar. Under the current administration, it looks like we're going to be dealing with a strong dollar. At least that's what the Fed is indicating. By the way, if you do like the video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. In the United States, the Federal Reserve is the central bank that controls the currency. And Chairman Powell doesn't seem to be too positive about lowering the dollar. He seems to, next year, want to have 2 raises in the dollar. The United States gains by having a strong dollar something called hegemony. And hegemony is a benefit that you get when you control the world's currency. You, with hegemony in the United States, can export inflation to the rest of the world, and that's what's going on right now. Let's talk a little bit about the strong dollar and a little bit just briefly about its history. It was really very strong back during the Gilded Age and the progressive era of the United States, which probably impacted the world as far as innovations more than any other period of time. The 1907 financial crisis was a problem in which there was a recession, and basically World War II was another issue where the dollar was in unusual territory. In 1944, the Bretton Woods meeting in New Hampshire created something called the gold standard. It connected the gold standard to the dollar. So it made the dollar and gold equal. That was sort of the beginning of the beginning of the detachment of the dollar from gold. And again, as we move on, in 1971, President Nixon detached the dollar from gold, which made the dollar float. The dollar is totally disconnected from gold right now, so there's no way to keep the dollar intact in terms of no equal measurement in terms of a commodity. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and like. Have a great day.